Welcome to the Daily News Network, and today you're on a mission with Jack Sears, where we visit with local business leaders and owners and entrepreneurs to talk about their mission and how they're bringing that into reality. Today, we have Matt Chang with Chang Robotics joining us on the show. Welcome to the show, Matt.
Hey, Jack. Great to be here.
Yeah, good. So listen, tell us about your company and tell us a little bit more about you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll start with myself. I'm a professional engineer, and I've got 20 years in the game of professional engineering. I've worked in all kinds of different countries. Along the way, I got licensed also as an engineer in China. So I've got a pretty good global perspective, which is helpful these days. And then, currently I'm running a robotics engineering company. We design and install robotic systems. We've done a number of kind of high profile projects here in town and nationally and globally. So one of the big things we're trying to do is we're trying to teach robotic integration in harmony with the workforce. That's our big thing. We want the workers in a workplace to be happy with the technology their employer buys them.
So, in other words, so they don't feel threatened that they're losing their job, perhaps?
Yeah, and more than that, when we install robotics in a workplace, it could be a factory, it could be a smart city, e-commerce building. After that, all the workers that participate with us get certificates. They get robotic certificates, controls and programming certificates. So they actually get upskilled with marketable job skills.
Yeah. Well, how's your company going? How is business?
Business is good. We're going to be in the Jacksonville Business Journal's Fast 50 again this year. It'll be our third or fourth time being on that list. So we're kind of waiting to find out where do we fall on the list.
Okay.
Our highest ranking before was number 8. So we'd like to beat our personal best, but a lot of companies in our town are doing well. So we'll see how that shakes out. And then we are really just in a state of preparation for this resurgence of industrialization and reshoring for manufacturing. That's like really my passion. I want to make stuff in America. I want to help companies make stuff in America.
That's outstanding. So sounds like you guys are on a growth spurt. Would that be fair to say?
Absolutely. Yeah. This year we are opening a Denver office, and it's a sad day because we started as a fully remote company. So COVID and all this stuff didn't impact us one bit in terms of how we work because it was a virtual company. Now we're going hybrid. We've got a Denver office that's full of a bunch of young, bright engineers. And then we also have a Jacksonville Beach office, which hopefully is the cooler of the two offices.
Yeah, I was going to say Rocky Mountain High versus the beach, huh?
That's right.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
So in this growth mode, I think we've talked earlier, you're looking at expanding. So you welcome investors. Is that correct?
Yeah. So our engineering company would be really hard to invest in. It's a partnership that's employee owned. Right? I'm actively selling portions of the company to our employees so that we all are in it together. However, we get involved in so many cool technologies, manufacturing tech, energy tech. And so what we wanted to do was create a way that other people could participate in the type of stuff we do every day because it is very cutting edge.
Sure.
So what we did was we launched a venture capital company. It's called the Chang Robotics Fund. Very creative, right? But we wanted to just make it obvious. That is a VC that people can invest in. To date, we have 7 investments. By the end of July, we're on track to have about 9 investments. So these are startups we invest in, and then we go hand in hand with them, providing engineering support, project management support, and of course, capital. That's what they really want.
Right.
And we help them scale their companies.
Okay.
So we're actively building that right now. And I think to date, it's the largest VC in Jacksonville. So we're excited about that. And we're just getting started. It's such a big space, and a lot of the traditional investor class doesn't know how to get into manufacturing. So we're providing the answer.
It's fascinating to watch how technology is changing everything that we think, do, and say.
Right.
And you guys are on the cutting edge, robots, right? Robotic technology.
Yeah, robots, AI, been doing it for years.
It's going to make me want to go back and see Star Trek again.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, listen, you've been a joy having join us here on the show. How would those watching, if they wanted to learn more about your company, your services, your products, better yet, potential investors out there, how would they connect with you?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're easy to find. We're all over LinkedIn. I'm all over Twitter, or X, excuse me.
Yeah.
So you can follow us there. Our website is changrobotics.ai. So people can go and check out the latest of what we have to say. And then we are offering a new product for local investors. One of
Okay.
the problems with venture capital, it's not very democratic. As you know, I think we talked about this pre-show. It's hard to invest because sometimes the check sizes are very large, and we call that the
Interesting.
minimum,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So what we're doing in the next 2 weeks is we're launching an angel fund where people can come into our VC for as little as $5,000 a piece. And what
Okay.
I want for Duval, for Jacksonville, for our surrounding areas, I want as many people in on the ground floor as possible. We are going to change the course of history in our region and for the country. But what we want is we want local support. We want people cheerleading because they have skin in the game. So we'll roll that out, and you can find that through our website.
Through the
It's
website.
cr.fund.
Okay.
So very creative, cr.fund.
Look, I can tell by your enthusiasm and your passion, you're on fire with this. And
Yes.
we wish you the best of luck. Thanks for joining
Thank
us
you,
on
Jack.
the show today.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank
good.
you.
Well, that's it, folks. Are you excited? Have you learned something new here at the Daily News Network? And while you've been on a mission, huh? Yeah? Well, if so, if you want to learn more about what Matt is doing, perhaps his services, his products, better yet, how about getting in on that angel fund investment, huh? Be sure then to revisit this interview by going to thedailynewsnetwork.com and better yet, share it with somebody else. Until we get together next time, here's wishing you good health, much happiness, and remember, treat each other the way you'd like to be treated.